Alright, yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my VTuber gamers chat? There is this group that just released like a few days ago, I believe, is when they first posted everything. It is led, I think it's led by Akemi. This is the person who, this is the person who talked about everything and really, put it out there that they are a VTuber group. Chat. I don't know how to feel about this. Okay, I know how to feel about the name. Chat, if you guys want to know my honest feeling about the names, the name that they have, I think it's funny. Right? But I'm from you know what I'm saying, chat? Like, I grew up with the word, so it's funny to me. I think it's great. I think it's really, really funny and all that. Because, come on, chat. Who's going to get mad at... we already know who's going to get mad at it. Everyone is going to get mad at it. People who virtual signal on Twitter and stuff like that, they're going to be mad at the word VTards. That's fine. If they don't like it, they don't have to look at it. That's fine. So let's read this. A VTuber group, not corporal, currently comprised of 5 based anime girl VTubers who aren't afraid to speak their minds and go against what's deemed politically correct. Sure. Why not? You know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me, if you guys are old enough to remember the Sirens. It's an old League of Legends group. I seen a video on them. It just reminds me of Sirens when they were supposed to be the first League of Legends pro group or something like that. It just reminds me something about, we're not afraid of blah, 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 and, we're going to get baited and outsmarted, and it's just super funny. It kind of reminds me of that. I'm sure they could have made this sound a lot cooler. It's not, hey, it's not my group. What do I really care? I just think the name is funny. Now, that being said, I don't really know much about these girls in general. So, as I saw this yesterday. I wanted to let it marinate a little bit more for a few hours before I really gave my opinion on it. And now, after seeing it yesterday, I still think the name is funny, by the way. That's not going to change. I don't care what people say about it. That's funny. But, let's go down here. We got Powder saying free popcorn for those looking at the replies and the quote retweets. I don't know what Powder thinks about this. How much power can one... When all the creators' replies are just picking fights with people, seems like nice people. That's so embarrassing for you lot. This is embarrassing, and all of you guys can come up with and all you guys can come up with those that don't agree with it, blah blah blah. Snort your engagement, your engagement is so bad. I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to know. Can I suggest someone in DMs? I'd embarrass if I was with y'all. Absolutely base. So there's people who are okay with it. They have likes, right? They have how many likes on this post? 2.4K. It almost has 1 million views. I can't really tell you whether that's a good ratio or not. But, yeah, I followed them. I thought it was really funny. I was like, I might as well just follow them just to see what it is. I mind you, I followed them last night without knowing anything about them. I didn't read any of their bios. I didn't look at anything from them. I was just like, I'm gonna just follow them. So people are pretty pissed about this, right? It's easy. I could have told you that. People are mad right here. In a way, some of y'all defending them this in the replies. I should not have that on there, man. So when people are saying that they have this certain rhetoric of certain people of back in the day, I thought that they were just kidding, right? I thought these are just people disagreeing with the girls. I didn't realize that Nachisu Miku, man, she says openly that she agrees with the stuff other than the genocide. I'm not going to lie to you. That is the worst part about it, but I'm sure there's a lot more in there that you should disagree with, but I'm not your dad. I can't really tell you what to do. So, and then I just wanted to read this other tweet for the next one. Listen, chat. Obviously, now that we're becoming a little bit less politically correct, people are becoming more open-minded. Not open. Are you open-minded? No, not open-minded, but a lot more open with what they would say, because people are no longer afraid of being canceled. At this point, even I just cover stuff that I don't really care to be, or I don't really think will get me well, I think would have gotten me canceled before, and I don't really care, because it's like, what are you really going to say to me that I haven't heard with playing 8 years of League of Legends, right? It's not really going to bother me. So I think names like these in groups and people being more openly, how do I say it, politically incorrect, I think that's going to happen in the VTubing space, right? It hasn't really happened in the VTubing space because the VTubing boom was around the time that like canceling was a big thing. You know, you had to toe the line, and people who would cancel you had all the power. Nowadays, you can just tell them, hold my nuts, and move on with your life. So I imagine it was only a matter of time before a group named the VTards would have come out, right? It was inevitable. You couldn't stop it. You being upset, I don't know why people on Twitter don't know this. You being upset doesn't really stop anything. That's how the world works. If you guys don't know, go outside. Trust me. People say this word openly. Not only do they say it openly, they say a lot of words that you don't like openly. You know what I'm saying? The internet's like the only place where speech is monitored or policed. I've heard the F slur as recently as like last week. Things happen. Anyways, I just want to read this other tweet. I don't care how many people hate me. I will never stop doing what I want to do unless I choose to. You will never run me off the internet, no matter how much you hate brigade me or get me with blacklisted from sponsors. I do this for the love of the game, not money or the fame. Suck my cock, you stupid nobodies. Nobody will miss you when you're gone, and my parents will... Okay, so she's obviously made a Kemi has made a statement on this group thing. This was July 10th. This was probably the next day. I think this was when she was like drunk or something. That's what she said. Her words, not mine. Let's see. Personally, I think the biggest reason to cancel you is because you're... Okay. All right, bud. You seem a little upset. I'm drunk in VC with my friends right now. TLBR, after much consideration, I've decided to become worse. That's pretty funny. The more people hate you, the more I want to love you. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, if you guys remember Gunpei, even Gunpei had fans. And you guys know how she acted. So it's like people having fans or being fans of people like this. I'm not very surprised, right? It's not really something that's just going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe people are supporting this. I'm not. We're all adults here. We're adults. Let's act like adults. We know that people are going to support this, right? Now, I wanted to go over Kitsu's reply to this because I didn't really think about this until I saw her reply. So I didn't look into the girls, right? That's my fault. That's no one's fault. That's on me. I'm taking that L. I thought Nashisu, I thought she had a cool design. I didn't realize what it was. I kind of figured what she was hinting at, but I didn't realize that she actually cared for those kind of ideologies. That's my fault. I'm taking that L. Okay? So I want to read Kitsu's thoughts about it. See, a couple of thoughts. If you call yourself based, you're not based. It's kind of like calling yourself a nice guy. If you call yourself nice, you're not nice. The name VTard is funny, but I find it funny that so many are seething at the name but, which is my thoughts on it. I think it's hilarious. I think the name's funny. People being mad are funny. I can't say her name, brother. Nashisu Miksu seems to actually enjoy this ideologies. That's kind of weird, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That's not, nah. This is like the first time this word has been used correctly against someone else on the internet. Even, I guess, you know what? I guess you get lucky sometimes. Oh, I guess it's because it's coming from someone who's actually like, you know, not room temperature IQ from Kitsunero, who's always, you know, she's super, I think she's super cool. I love her content. Someone who's actually got a good head between their shoulders. So when she calls someone this, it makes sense, right? And not just haha edgy joke, but like legitimately enjoy, support it. It's one thing to be sarcastic and edgy about it. It's another thing to actually support that. Yeah, like it's, I don't know. And I guess she got blocked because, it says post not available, but it's the same post, right? Anyways, we have a Kemi replying here. I wanted to like you, Kitsu. I kind of pegged you as a I kind of pegged you as retarded as soon as you were defending okay. And what is happening here? You deleted the reply and unfollowed me after everyone told you that you were wrong. I wanted to give you a second chance because a lot of people were like me as well. It seems I was right in my initial and then we even have Rosie here. Shout out to Rosie. I love Rosie. I love the cow. But I thought that these people were just being mad at the edgy name. I thought so too. Again, that's why I thought it was funny. A lot of times when I see this kind of stuff, these people are legit. This word, the blah, blah, blah. It's hard to tell anymore since everyone gets called this word, but there are these that around who are legit. And see, this is those people's fault, right? Because they call these people Nazis. They're not. And then when people come around who actually share that ideology, it's like, this would have slipped under my fingers because people call them that. And I'm like, oh, it's just because of their name. This is what happens, bro. People with that legitimate thought get swept under the radar. And I mean, more power to them. Am I going to watch their streams? Probably not. I just think the name is funny. It is what it is. Yeah, go figure. You throw around terms like Nazis, you would only water down the term and make it hard to make it take serious when people actually happens. Man, I hate people sometimes. And there it is. Nachisu just seems like a generic national to me. And then she says, the only thing I don't support. Yep, there it is. She says it right here. This is her tweet. This is Nachisu's tweet. We found it. She's out there saying it. And so, well, you see how many people are calling them base? I think people are just sick and tired of being told what to do. Well, then again, that's other people calling them base, but calling yourself base is cringe. I agree. Also, I totally agree with the second part. I think so too. Like, this is why a group like this is gonna do well, in my opinion. My voice crack. Please ignore that. I swear, I'm a growing boy. But I think people are being tired of being told what to do, and this whole rise of no longer taking what people deem as politically correct and all that DEI stuff going out the window. I think these people came out at the perfect time. So I think they will grow. I think they will have a group around them, and I think that they will have people who support them just because there are a lot of people on the internet who are tired of being told what to do. Imagine going to a place like the internet where you have an unlimited access to everything and someone wants to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. Obviously, people are not going to take that well. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're just gonna do what they want to do. That's just it, chat. I thought it was a funny situation. I just wanted to talk about it, chat. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.